sold out for a year. All the preparations are complete, and we're ready for the Daytona 500. A total of $2.8 million at stake in the next 3 hours plus. 500 miles, 200 laps to be covered. That race record, that glorious 1980 event for Buddy Baker, who failed to make the field this year. Our colleague, Ned Jarrett's alongside as usual. Good to have you back, Ned.
Thank you.
As we get set for this one, some major changes, major developments on these cars to make them safer for this race.
Yes, we heard Rusty Wallace's speech in the drivers' meeting the other day, and certainly there's a lot of concern, especially after what happened here with Neil Bonnet and Rodney Orr. NASCAR, before that, had mandated some flaps on the roofs of the car so when they spin out, that maybe it'll help to keep them on the ground. Remember last year, Rusty Wallace, he said that he flipped here at Daytona? Yeah, let's take a look at it again. As he comes out of the pack, the car almost immediately starts flipping over and over and over. But fortunately, Rusty was able to walk away. Now, NASCAR has mandated on Thursday here in practice, Richie Petty spun, and you see those flaps on top of the car that came up? Here they are in the garage area. The air inside them automatically makes those flaps come up when a car gets backward, keeps it on the ground, scrubs speed off, perhaps kept him from hitting the wall. They're similar really to the flaps on an airplane or the spoilers on an airplane that helps to keep it on the ground. So I think NASCAR has come up with something that's going to make those drivers feel a lot better out there today at the speeds they'll be running.
Thanks, Ned. Here's Mike Joy.
Ken, two drivers damaged their cars so badly in Thursday's 125-mile qualifying races that they'd have to go to backup cars. Number 90, Bobby Hillen. Number 95, Jeremy Mayfield. According to NASCAR rules, that means they must drop out of the starting grid and fall in line at the back of the pack for the green flag.
All right, here you see the field coming around to complete another preliminary lap. Let's take a look on board some of the cars. Here's Jeff Bodine, his bobsled at work over there at the Olympics. Well back in the field for the start of this one. Here's Jeff ready to go to work. He's had his problems with his car number 7. 31 of the 40 starters from a year ago have changed drivers or sponsors, car makes. Ernie Irvan looking back off his bumper camera here. That's the most changes in the history of this event as you look at Ernie Irvan, Chris. A lot of changes.
Not only that, the weather has changed here. It's the hottest day of speed weeks. It's 77 degrees and getting hotter, and these cars have been practicing and testing in cool, rainy weather. Whether they've had a chance to adjust, we don't know.
Here you had a picture from inside of Dale Jarrett's car, last year's winner. This is a bumper camera. We're looking up the track from Jeff Gordon, that exciting sophomore. David Hobbs.
Well, I certainly don't want to put a hex on poor old Loy Allen on the pole, but you mentioned that Buddy Baker, the fastest winner ever here, is not here this year, didn't qualify. Well, I hate bad news for Loy, and that is that out of the pole winners, only 16 of the last 35 have even finished this race, and the last 4 haven't finished this race. So let's hope that Loy can break that streak today.
First Daytona 500 in his 16th run.
There's Lake Speed's camera. That's that roof camera. And that roof camera is all new technology, a whole new look at the world of racing. Field headed down into the back straightaway as we get set for a start. Always a dramatic moment. Always puts your hair on end. Feel your spine tingling at this time as we get set to see this one go. Earlier this week, received a note from Susan Bonnet. It goes like this. Our family would like to express our thanks to friends and fans for their outpouring of love and support this past week. We've been blessed by your prayers, your cards, calls, gifts, flowers, food, and visits. We are especially touched by a gift sent by William Barry Jones, a Purple Heart. Barry received in the Vietnam War, which he wanted us to have in memory of Neil. We all shared in Neil's life, and we share our sorrow with you in his passing. Neil would wish all of you to put this behind and move on. He loved life, he loved racing, and he would say, let's get this show on the road. In Christian love, Susan Bonnet and family. Troy Aikman dropping the flag on the great American race. And good luck to David Bonnet, who starts his racing career this spring. With Jeff Gordon. We're following Sterling Marlin in number 4.
And there's Todd Bodine in car number 75. Had an awfully good run here on Thursday. Dale Earnhardt has never led the first lap of a Daytona 500. Looks like he'll be denied this time. You can see he's back in about 4th place. Caught up on the outside there. Looks like Ernie Irvin is going to lead this first lap.
Never led the first one, never led the last one. Was hoping to change that this year, but he's stuck in 4th as Loy Allen lies 3rd, first time across. On board, looking back from Ernie Irvin. Here you see Rusty Wallace right there ready to attack. Irvin's out in front. Rusty Wallace is in 2nd. And the rookie, Loy Allen, back to 3rd with Earnhardt in 4th as they head down the back straightaway, 3,000 feet long. Better than 190 miles per hour here.
Looks like Mr. Allen learned his lesson on Thursday. He's in that draft, and he intends to stay there.
Very careful driver. Had a lot of ARCA races. Had some wins on the Super Speedway and the Automobile Racing Club of America. There you see him, the number 19 in 3rd. As the Robert Yates car stays in front. 4th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Chevrolet 4th with Earnhardt. From Jeff Gordon.
A massive array of support for Earnhardt. Almost everyone is picking him to win. They expect him to lead early. He's back to 4th place. I wonder if this is by design.
See Terry Labonte just in front here of Jeff Gordon as he sneaks up on him. Just a little draft. Pulls alongside Mark Martin.
Mark Martin has a problem. Car number 6 is slowing down. One of the favorites in this race.
Coming by to complete lap number 3 of 200. Martin getting shaken out of that front group a bit.
Maybe he just, just didn't. Maybe the draft. He lost the draft there and didn't want to take any extra chances.
Sterling Marlin is back there in 4th. Holding 5th is Terry Labonte.
Yeah, I think Martin's okay. He just went outside line, just went by him so fast it looked like he was slowing down. Here's Earnhardt making a move down on the inside, taking over 3rd from Loy Allen.
There's Mark Martin picking it up under the number 24 of Jeff Gordon. Gordon running high. And from Jeff Gordon's view off that front of the car, down low, look at that number 6 of Mark Martin just sway at 190 miles per hour in front of him.
It shows you how important staying in the draft is. That's all they talk about is staying in the draft, and they wonder who's going to be behind you. Here's a move now for the lead.
Earnhardt trying to get to the bottom. Cut off. Wallace won't let him through. Earnhardt fades high. Earnhardt won one of the best races we've ever seen him drive yesterday in the 300 with a double fake on the back straightaway. He pulled that one out of the fire. Brilliant maneuver on Terry Labonte. His laps were running out. Time was running out. 2 corners right down to the final moment. In the pits of Mark Martin, they're reporting that that car is still running well. He just got caught up and out of the draft for a moment.
He just got caught out of the draft, that was all. My mistake, I thought he was slowing down. They were just running so fast on the outside around it, but he's in great shape there right now.
We've got a pair of Fords leading, a pair of Chevrolets trailing. The field is 4 top heavy. In the 42-car field, there are 25 Fords, 12 Chevrolets, and 5 Pontiacs.
There you see Sterling Marlin's number 4, booting it right through on the bottom.
That car has always been one of the strongest here at Daytona. The Morgan McClure car, when Ernie Irvin drove it, of course, he's a past winner. Ernie won here in that car. And Sterling Marlin has always run well here, regardless of what car he has been in. So it's a good combination. I think he'll be a factor all day.
Further back in the field, Greg Sachs is having an incredible run. He has come from 31st up into 18th in this car, number 77, and he's pulled that off in the first 5 laps. That U.S. Air car, number 5, Greg Sachs.
He had an awfully good qualifying run here a week ago yesterday. And didn't fare too well in the qualifying race, so he started pretty far back in the field. But yes, he is moving towards the line.
See Ricky Rudd, that's number 10, his own car. He tries to get it sorted out, gets up on the high side.